So we all have that dream cruise, that one cruise ship we want to sail on, that one particular itinerary that we want to go on. We all have a cruise bucket list, and we're going to get into them right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, as y'all can see, Tiffany is joining me for today's video. Say hi to everybody, Tiffany.
Hi, everybody.
Alright, and today we are here to talk about our cruise bucket list. I mean, we all have got that dream cruise that we just haven't gotten to yet, whether it's work, or it's too expensive, timing's just not right. Something of that nature is preventing us from getting to our bucket list cruise, but I know we all have one. Now, my particular bucket cruise, I would have to say, is probably the Panama Canal. That's probably the one I have talked about more and more, and I don't know why. I just really want to go on a Panama Canal cruise. I would have to say that is probably my bucket list cruise. Also, a British Isle cruise. I'm really interested in those British Isle cruises. I've seen a lot of those from other folks that do YouTube content on cruising, and I really want to do one of those. But what is your bucket list cruise?
Mine would have to be the Alaskan cruise.
The Alaskan cruise?
Yes, we had one booked, but it got canceled. So we are going to be rebooking that one, hopefully in a year or two. But other than that, I think I would want to try an Amazon River cruise. Watching videos of that and the TV shows of that one seems really interesting, being out there with the wildlife and something other than the big cruise ships.
I think the river cruise that I saw that I liked the best, or I guess I have the most interest in, is there is one that I saw that does the Great Lakes here in America. Viking has started doing one, and it goes to Canada and some U.S. stops up in the Great Lakes. Saw some pictures from that cruise, and I think that one would have to be one that I would catch if I wanted to do a river cruise. I mean, personally, I'm a fan of the big, giant cruise ships. I like the Caribbean. Caribbean's probably my favorite place to go. But I am looking forward to that Alaskan cruise.
Yes.
And y'all, I can't emphasize how much of a disappointment that was. We had our Alaskan cruise was actually scheduled for this past May. And we were going for Tiffany's birthday. And I had this timed down so perfectly that the morning of her birthday, they were going to serve her breakfast on our balcony. And we don't normally get a balcony cabin, but for Alaska, that's a balcony cruise. I mean, there's just no way around that. The scenery is too beautiful. But the morning of her birthday, they were going to serve her breakfast on the balcony while we were at the glacier, actually seeing it in the morning. My timing could not have been better. It was perfect. And of course, we all know what happened to our cruises back in May. So how about a favorite cruise ship? Do you have a cruise ship or a cruise line that's on your bucket list that maybe you haven't done yet?
Not necessarily a cruise line. My goal is to cruise all the Disney ships, even the new ones that haven't been built. But I would like to try at least all of them at least once.
Well, you're doing pretty good so far. I mean, so far we've been on the Fantasy. We've been on the Dream. We have the Disney Wonder already booked for January. So that's just going to leave the Magic. And we're already planning on doing the Wish.
Yes, have to do the Wish. I've seen too many of the commercials for that one, and they're really hyping it up. We're just going to wait for the price to come down a little bit.
Well, that, and I'd like to see the itinerary change. When the Wish comes out, it's only doing 3-day sailings out of Florida. And for the price, I would like to see it be a longer cruise and have a different itinerary than just Nassau. I mean, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, at least a 7-day.
At least a 7-day. Have enough time to honestly explore the ship and see what's on board the ship.
Try all the restaurants, all the new venues. And
yeah, you got the Marvel restaurant, the Frozen restaurant, the Walt Disney restaurant. What is it, 1942, I believe?
I think that's it.
I think that's the name of it. So there's a lot of new restaurants to try on that, and they're going to have beignets on the ship.
Oh, of course, got to have the beignets.
Yep. I used to make fun of beignets until we went to Disney World, and we went over to the Port Orleans resort, and I had a fresh made beignet. Yes, it was in the shape of Mickey Mouse, and it was delicious. I had powdered sugar all down the front of my shirt. I look funny, but they were delicious. I mean, they were just delicious.
He doesn't make fun of hollow donuts anymore.
Yeah, I used to call them hollow donuts. All right, so if I had to pick a cruise ship, the one I'm looking forward to, other than the Wish, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Allure of the Seas coming to Galveston. It's Royal Caribbean's Oasis class ship, one of their biggies. Have not had an opportunity to go on one that size yet. And since the Oasis is due in Galveston in November of 2023, that's definitely going to be one I want to book. I'm sorry, 2022, not 2023. It's due here next year. I definitely want to book that ship when it comes in, check out an Oasis class ship, and see all that they have to offer to us as well. So any other cruise ships, any other itineraries, any other special places that are on your bucket list that you think about?
The only other thing on my bucket list would be maybe a 3-week, 4-week tour of Europe.
I don't know if I could do 4 weeks on a cruise ship.
We would have to definitely trust somebody with the puppies. But I think that's something years down the road, maybe when we're retired. Not super
retired,
but retired. So that we have that time and we're not worried about everything going on at home. But yeah, I think maybe at least a 3-week, just to see all of Europe, all the different
So
sites.
no 6-month world tour?
No, I don't think I could be gone that long.
I don't know that I could spend 6 months on a cruise ship. I love cruise ships, and yeah, they got like 50 stops on those world tours, 50 different ports. But 6 months on a cruise ship is a long time. Can you imagine how much weight you could gain on a cruise ship in 6 months? I mean, they say you can gain 10 pounds in a week. I mean, they would have to crane me off of the cruise ship by the time it was over.
I'm just thinking how much rest we would need after that 6 months. We pack so much into our excursions and our trips that we come home to take a vacation from our vacations. So.
Which is why I've put out a cruise tip about don't try to do everything. This is what we're talking about. Yes. You do too much and you come home and need a vacation from your vacation. And we're guilty of it almost every single time. I always say, nope, we're going to chill out. We're going to relax. And yeah, I never do.
It never happens.
It never does. All right. So our question for the day is going to be, what is on your cruise bucket list? Is there a cruise ship that you just want to go on? Is there a cruise itinerary you want to go on? What is your idea of a dream cruise? Which one are you looking forward to in your upcoming future?
Leave it in our comments, and we love to hear from you.
All right, well, we hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, let's give it a thumbs up. Have yourselves a great day, and we will see you out on the high seas.